Wind chimes are pretty, huh? Even with the highway in the background, they're pretty. They're pretty to listen to, pretty to look at. Nice sound after a stressful day at work, which is what I had today. And I want to talk about perspective and the saying, count your blessings, and also the saying that this too shall pass. I am having a little glass of rosé, which is something that I do to relax after work. You know, don't judge me for it. I don't know. I shouldn't have to justify having a glass of wine. I am an adult, right? So some things transpired over the weekend, and I'm going to tell you about that. And I'm going to tell you about a couple things that have happened to me yesterday and today that got me kind of bummed out. So my son's home on leave, a little liberty from the Navy to celebrate 4th of July, and his birthday, which was yesterday, he turned 21. And I took the day off to go to lunch with him. So I got up, took a shower, did my hair pretty, put on my makeup pretty, put on a cute little summer outfit, my nice sandals, painted my toenails because I was going to go out for a nice little day with my son. And, when you're a military mom, days with your child that's in the Navy are few and far between. So he came, and I gave him some cards, a card from me with a little gift of money in it, and one from my mom and my stepdad also. And he didn't want to go out to lunch like we planned. He didn't really want to do anything for his birthday, and I was a little bummed out. But I guess we have to respect that, right? It's like we have to respect that highway that's right out there. Anyways, I have a place to live, right? So I said, okay, all right. So I sat on the couch with them, and then I turned the TV on. And he's like, Mom, I'm sorry, I just don't want to do anything. I don't like birthdays. And he was like that growing up a little bit. Like on Halloween, we'd go out trick-or-treating, and we'd get his costume on, and a couple houses into it, he'd say, can we go home now, Mom? I don't want to do this. This is stupid. So, whatever. Some kids are like that. And I think since joining the military, maybe he's gotten a little more like that. I don't know. But anyways, he said, I don't want to go to lunch. What I want to do is I want you to make supper. So I made him his favorite supper, which is homemade mashed potatoes, corn, and barbecue chicken. I was very happy to do that. And I even did a little of his laundry for him. Even at 21 years old, I'm a little happy to do my son's laundry when he comes home. I miss him. And I miss doing that. So I was a little bummed out about that. And then today at work was a little stressful. I'm not going to get too much into it because it is my job. This is the internet. But it was just a little stressful. And I don't know if I'd say discouraging. I don't. But anyways, that's over with. And two things transpired. One today that had nothing to do with work or anything. One over the weekend. Which is making me look at how little my problems really are, which really aren't problems. Minor inconveniences or minor disappointments. I did 2 videos for you over the weekend. I think they were both on Saturday, I think. Anyways. I went and I visited my mom. I think they were on Sunday. Whatever, it doesn't matter what day they were on, the videos. I went to my mom's house Sunday. I went to my mom's house on Sunday. And then I came home about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And there were a lot of police cars out front of my building. And there's some people that live below me that the police are here often for them. And there's also a person that lives down below that gets sent out to the hospital often. So, and they're a little noisy, to say the least, but it's condo living and you can only complain so much about it. So anyways, came home Sunday about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and a girl from one of the other units was out on her balcony, and she said, "Robin." And I said, "Yeah." I had Max with me on a leash. And she told me that the guy below me, the apartment I'm talking about, they found dead. And I was like, I said, you know, it's been quiet. It's been quiet all weekend, and it usually isn't too quiet in this circumstance. And I said, oh. So there were 3 police cars out front. And so I said, okay, well, I gotta get in. You know, I gotta climb 3 flights of stairs to get in. So I went in with Max, and the family, I think it was the stepdaughter and her husband of this guy that passed, was very distraught, crying in the hallway. So I just came up with Max. And that was about 7 o'clock. And it was 10 o'clock at night when I went to bed, and I could hear the police and whatever that was going on downstairs right below me. Like, this person's bedroom was right below my bedroom. And if you know apartment setups or condo living, you know how they go. And I laid in bed listening to, I think, them trying to get the man out. Because come to find out, or so I'm told, the reason why I was so quiet here all weekend was because he had been passed for a couple days. So here I am, living my life, doing YouTube videos, cleaning, vacuuming, enjoying a cup of coffee, out on my balcony, looking at my flowers, you know, watering them, doing whatever in my home, enjoying my weekend. All the while, there's a dead person right below me. And I'm not going to get gruesome and say I didn't smell anything. I don't know at what stage of passing or decomposure that starts. So I was like, wow, kind of creepy. It really left a feeling with me. It really did all weekend. So then I come home today from work to find that a building across the recreation area was on fire today. And there's a bunch of people standing outside. It's hot out. And there's one gentleman with a wet towel around his neck. And management sent out an email saying the residents of building such and such units may enter. And then units, whatever, have been deemed that you cannot re-enter. And I was like, wow. So I stood out on my balcony and I saw the roof of that building. It's all patched up and stuff now. And I guess there's substantial damage to the building from what this email says. I don't know why I got the email, because I'm not in that building. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this. But they must have sent out just a cover email to all the buildings. So my issues, bad day at work, stressful. And my son didn't want to go to lunch with me yesterday. He didn't want to do much for his birthday, but he did want me to cook his favorite meal. And the other issues is a person below me dying all by himself, being there, passed on, deceased until someone found him. And then these families over in this building across the way here, substantial damage because their place was on fire. And here I am sitting comfortable listening to wind chimes, enjoying a glass of wine in a comfortable place that is not damaged. Things like that, all of a sudden my problems seem so small. They seem so small. So my small problems, this too shall pass. A better day at work is coming. My son will want to have lunch with me someday. Big deal. I made him a home-cooked meal, which is probably better than anything we could get at a restaurant, right? And he actually sat in my living room eating. We eat on TV trays here because I got rid of my table. It's just me. And I'm alive. I didn't die by myself and be there for days until someone found me. So, I know this video is getting a little long, and I'm talking about woes, I'm telling you my woes, that compared to the woes of the building over there and woes of below me, just so tiny, so tiny. So if you're having a bad day, try to put it all into perspective. There's a saying that if everyone put their problems, or what we think are problems, in a pile, or wrote them down on a piece of paper and crumbled those pieces of paper up and threw them in a pile and mixed them up and retrieved them, chances are we'd open a piece of paper that has a huge, huge problem, dilemma, or heartache, and we will gladly take our crumbled piece of paper with our little issues back. So if you're going through something that seems huge, think about it. It may be huge, and I hope that it's not huge. But think about things. They might just be minor. Count your blessings. This too shall pass. Have a good night.